This time of year is great for American sports fans as we are all watching the NBA Finals. And of course, that implies who will be the NBA champion. Now, this year, there are the Raptors and the Golden State Warriors, and both teams have an elite player. One team has more than one, but I'll deal with the Raptors first. There's a gentleman by the name of Kawhi Leonard who came to Toronto under some controversy from his old team, the San Antonio Spurs. He was hurt, did not want to play. His own organization said that he should be playing. He's not putting in enough effort, and he demanded a trade. That's how we are here with the Raptors. Now, he only played 60 games last year because they wanted to do something called load management and take him into the finals so that he can be rested up for a long playoff run. And then on the other hand, we have even a more dynamic story with Kevin Durant, who came into the league with the Seattle Supersonics, and then that ended up becoming the Oklahoma City Thunder. And he blossomed into one hell of a two-way player. And then, I believe the 2015-2016 year, he was up 3-1 against the Warriors. They lost 3 straight games. And to add insult to injury, the next year, he went to the Warriors. And people criticized him for such a move. Called him all types of names. Said that he was scary. He couldn't work it out with Russell Westbrook. He ran. And he went to a super team where they could win easily, which, in fact, they did. They won 2 years in a row. And this year, it seemed like it would be no different. Very easily, not easily, but in 6 games, they beat the Clippers. He had some great games, but in the second round, he tore a calf muscle against the Houston Rockets, and at that point, people thought that the Warriors would not be able to continue on, but in fact, they still won the series without him, and at this point, people thought that it was an Achilles tear, the way he landed on that jump shot. And his return to the rest of the playoffs, from my point of view, was skeptical. Steve Kerr was hinting that he might return, but most people thought that he would never return. And most people thought that he shouldn't. Why? This is a free agency year. Next year, Kevin Durant is an unrestricted free agent. Why should he come back and play? He's already won 2 titles, 2 NBA Finals MVP. He got what he accomplished to do. He actually even took a pay cut to come to Golden State. But there are other talks after the injury while he's hurt. And as the team moves past the Portland Trail Blazers, people are saying how they're a better team without him. People are always talking about how it's Steph's team, Steph Curry's team. It's more of a Klay Thompson's team. He got in a situation with Draymond Green, who said, we don't need you. And Kevin Durant, who's listening to all of this, has every reason not to play. Consensus probably says he's the best player in the NBA right now. LeBron probably number 2. He's hurt. Why should I get out there and risk it all for these ungrateful ass people that I've taken a pay cut for? I've won them 2 NBA Finals. I've done everything I was supposed to do here. I shouldn't play. And after that injury, when we look back at it, he shouldn't have played. That would have been the admirable thing to do because he was hurt. But Kevin Durant didn't do that. Against the Raptors, the Warriors don't match up well in many cases. Klay Thompson got hurt. They're down 3-1. Game 5. And Kevin Durant is back in the starting lineup. 11 points in the first quarter. And he tears his Achilles tendon. Now, I want to get into this since we're done with the sports history of this particular video, I want to talk about how much respect I have for this man. Doing something when he don't have to do it. And you know, sometimes people do things for us that they don't have to do. And we rarely appreciate it. And you know, I got to tie it back to some of the things I'm going to be talking about right now. We have had people in the black race who have made a similar move that Kevin Durant has made. They have done things for us, opened the doors for us. We have not appreciated. But here's the thing. Some of them didn't have to do it. Many people could have stayed and said, you know what? I got an education. I'm good over here. I don't have to do anything for our people. For why? Why should I have to do it? They don't appreciate what I do. This is what Kevin Durant was feeling. The teammates saying that they're back in the transition. They won the championship before I got here. They don't need me. Oh, the sports writers talking about they got a better record with me without me in the playoffs. Fuck them. I'm not gonna play. But putting his ego to the side. Kevin Durant played and possibly is not going to be the same player again. Now, I'm not telling people that you should go out there and hurt yourself, because this is different for everybody. But nobody knew he was going to suffer this injury. The point that I'm making in this video is look at how the man put his ego aside in tough times, just so he can win another championship. Now, the man's going to get a big contract no matter. He's such an elite player that in the Achilles, somebody's going to still sign him to the team. He's going to get a max contract, no doubt about it. He's fairly young, 30 years old, 31. He'll recover. He'll still be decent, still be a good player, be a great player. But look at how this man has put his ego to the side to help the team win another title. Now, think of us as a group of people. More specifically, think of us as a group of black men. How many of us are willing to help our group go to the next level, even though we don't have to do it? But the team will win a title. And although you feel like some brothers don't appreciate it, like our ancestors felt like we might not appreciate it, although people might not always say good things about you, how many of us as black men are willing to help our men win? Like our ancestors, many of them were willing to help us be where we are today. I'm in Poland right now on a financial aid scholarship. Not scholarship, but on a loan. Able to study back out of the country and come back into the country because my ancestors made it happen for me. I'm able to enjoy the fruits of the labors and things that black people before me could never enjoy. And although I might be disgruntled with black folks sometimes, I might be disgruntled with our people sometimes, they may talk about me and I may talk about them. At the end of the day, especially when it comes to brothers, we have to put our ego to a side to help each other win. Even if you don't need to go out and play. Because sometimes it's about showing up. And even if you might not lose, even if you might lose, it's about sticking together. It's about showing solidarity amongst the people, amongst the men. And that is why Kevin Durant is so great. I better not ever hear anybody say anything about Kevin Durant again. That man, what he did is honorable. And if our people, especially black men, if we could do at least a tenth of that, of what that man did, if we had the tenth of the mindset for him to help out and do what he need to do to help the team win, if we did that, we'd be the best goddamn group in the goddamn world. If we had that mentality. Just to come together on something. And see it through. Knowing that you might risk something every now and then. It might cost you a little. But look at our people, what they did for us. It cost them everything. And we enjoy it today. Do we not think that we don't need to do something for the next group? Especially black men. Are we supposed to not open the door for other people? Who are we to even think that? And I'm talking to some of you brothers out there that are doing really well in life. Don't you think for 1 minute that the success that you have and you operate on, somebody didn't open the door for you and didn't sacrifice so that you can have whatever you have? Because they did. And some people took an Achilles tendon tear for you. Some people risked it all for you. You might not want to do that, but you need to acknowledge it. And I got to have a lot of respect for this man. Because honestly, a lot of people wouldn't do it because he didn't have to do it, and he did it any goddamn way. And that's all that I have to say about this brother. And to me, I believe he has a heart of champion. I hope he recovers well. Even the owner, one of the owners, could barely, he cried talking about this. I think it's honorable what he did. Although he didn't have to do it. So I hope that for black men, we can have somewhat of a spirit of Kevin Durant. Now, guys, do me a favor. Go and vote for the Negro Manosphere Awards. The poll is going to be in the top comment. Make sure that you vote for your favorite YouTuber, favorite writers, favorite podcast, live stream, all of that. Support the Manosphere, right? And I'm talking about supporting it with the vote. Just go down there and vote. Vote for your favorite moderators. We want to be in a position to give black men a voice, to give black men some appreciation, to do all of these things, brother. So I really, really, really thank you for your support. And again, take this message to heart. You know, sometimes when it comes to our people, our men, black men as a group, if we don't help each other out, nobody's going to do it. That's just the bottom line. And it takes sacrifice. I know it as a person who's been in the manosphere. I've had to work countless hours, unite many brothers across the way. I've not always been rewarded for it. I've done a lot of things in the middle of the night to help people out, but that's for the betterment of the group. I feel that that's what I should be doing. And everybody might not have that, patience or vision. But if we don't look at it, you'll never have a championship team. You have to do things for it to get better for other people. And as the people in the conscious community say, I'll rest on that. Peace out.